Yes friends, as part of this session, let us understand about multi-threading. Okay, the most without this multi-threading concept, whatever the application you are going to develop, that will be not an efficient one. Getting? If it is like an enterprise application or a desktop application, multi-threading will be multi-threading concept will be utilized without known to us or with known to us. Okay, that will work whatever the application. Okay, now observe here. First, let us understand what is a thread. Later we go for understanding multi-threading. Okay, simple one. Most important thing to us is you are not recommended to write any code for threads. Getting? There will be set of ready-made methods. You want to reuse them. That's it, guys. And you want to write the code only for your business logic. That is for your project related code you want to write. Okay. Now there will be predefined methods. How to create, how to define, how to execute. All of these things. For all these things, the code will be available ready-madely. Thing is, what you want to do, you want to use them in a particular wanted or required way. Okay, what is that? Observe, you are not recommended to write the logic for defining the code, creating, starting the thread. All of these code is available to us ready-madely. Thing is, you want to reuse them in our required and unwanted way. Getting? You want to use that one in required way, and if it is unwanted, you should not use. One very important thing is there here. If you reuse the methods which are available as a ready-made one to us, getting? That is, methods means, observe here, think that one public void m1 method is there. It is having some logic. Getting? If I want to use that one in my code, I can use this one, no issues. Okay, I can use this logic. If I reuse predefined methods implementations, then only multi-threading will give will degrade the performance of our application. Getting? Until you use that one in wrong way, it will give good performance only. If you use this one in a wrong way, then only our performance of application will be getting down. Okay, if you use predefined methods of thread, okay, predefined methods, any methods in a proper way, getting? According to your requirement. Okay, according to your requirement, then performance will be always fine. Performance will be always fine. Your requirement is in that fashion. It is requiring, your requirement wants some time. So your requirement wants 2 minutes of time for execution. It doesn't mean you are reducing the performance of application. Okay, it doesn't mean you are reducing the performance of application. When the performance will be getting down, or when the performance will be degrading, means if you use the predefined methods implementations in wrong way, then only the performance will be getting down. Observe this one. Okay, very specific thing. Okay, now first let's understand what is a thread. Okay, first let's understand what is a thread. We can give n number of definitions for this thread. Okay, different technical programmers will give different definitions. Okay, I don't want to spend much time for this introduction. Okay, observe here, we are about to discuss multi-thread. Okay, multi-thread. Observe here, first we are about to discuss what is a thread. Simple definition. Okay, it is a simple definition. I will just give the oral phrase. We go for understanding this one technical knowledge is must to us. Okay, observe. A thread is a lightweight process, or else a flow of execution, or else a stream of flow of execution. That's it. Than this nothing. A thread means than this nothing. Observe. It is what? A lightweight process. Mister, what is this lightweight process? What is this flow of execution? What is this stream of flow of execution? What is this stream of flow of execution? Observe here. I am telling flow here. What I am telling here? Flow. I am telling here stream of flow. Okay. I am telling here lightweight. Observe here, simple thing. Lightweight means occupying less memory space. That's it. Getting? Lightweight process. Flow of execution. Okay. Now this is the oral thing. Than that nothing. Now observe. Let's go and understand this one technically. Okay, if you have this knowledge, I am sure you can be so comfort in threading, multi-threading. Okay, now think that you're having one class called A. Okay, now public static void main string array. Now take one for loop, friends. Take one variable. I hope you know how this for loop executes. Okay, what is that? Initialization section once and later condition checking. If it is true, it will execute the body. Later it will come for the incremental or decremental section. Later it will go for condition checking. If it is true, once again this one will get a repeat. If it is false, comes out of the body. Okay, observe here. If condition checking or conditional section is returning true, it will execute the body and it will go for incremental or decremental section. Once again it will come for the conditional section. If it is true, once again it will execute this one. If it is false, it will come out of the body. Okay, it will come out of the body. Okay, now observe this part. Okay, observe. Now let me take I is less than equals to 9. Okay, I is less than equals to 9. This is conditional section. This is initialization section, which will get execute only once. This section will get execute only once. Okay, now observe, which will get execute only once. Now at memory, what is the value of I? It is 0. Now it will come for the conditional section. What it is? True. Okay, what it is, friends? I is less than equals to 9 or not? Yes, it is equal. Okay, now observe here. Without curly braces, I can take one statement. Okay, without curly braces, I am taking one statement. Okay, now observe. Now here this incremental or decremental section will get execute from left to right. If you are having more than one statement, left to right. If we are having more than one statement, okay, it will execute from left to right if we are having more than one statement. Observe, system dot out dot print, system dot out dot print. Observe here, nil. Okay, now put I. What is I variable value at memory? 0. It will print what? Anil 0. Okay, first time it will print what? Anil 0. Now it is what? Incremental or decremental section. Now observe. Now let me use I plus plus 0. Now I value is what? I said that from left to right it will execute. If you are having more than one statement with separator as comma, okay, with separator as comma, this is the comma separator, right? Observe, this is what? Comma separator, okay, comma separator. Okay, now I plus plus I variable value will become as what? 1. Okay, now what happens? Condition checking. I variable value 1 is less than equals to what? 9. 1 is what? Less than equals to 9. Now once again true, body will get execute. Now it will come to this section. Once again I am printing what? Okay, let it be print ln. Okay, in downwise I want to print. Okay, let it be sop dot println. Okay, system dot out dot println. Okay, now what happens? Now Anil 1 will be printing as output to us. Later I plus plus I variable value will become as what? 2. Once again condition checking. 2 is less than equals to 9 or not? Yes. Now body will get execute. Later incremental or decremental. What happens now? Anil 2. So like that it will get execute till which value? Till 9. Okay, till 9. So 10 outputs will be available to us at screen. Okay, now observe this part carefully. Observe all of this part carefully. Okay, friends, observe end of for loop, right? I have taken one for loop. Okay, so before that I have taken one class A and one static void main method. Within that one for loop I have taken one variable which is int I equals to 0. Now here I have taken one condition I is less than equals to 9, and within the incremental or decremental section I have taken multiple statements with separator as what? Comma. Okay, now here I have taken printing some few statements to console. Okay, now it will get execute. If you are having more than one statement within incremental section, it will get execute from left to right. Okay, now so first which statement will get execute here? This system dot out dot println statement will get execute. Okay, now so because of this one Anil 0 is the output. Now I variable value will get increment to 1. Now condition checking. 1 is less than 9. Now body here this is what? This statement? Null statement. That is null statement. Okay, valid Java statement. Okay, this is what? Null statement. Now once again incremental or decremental section, but here I have taken incrementation. Okay, now once again Anil 1. Okay, now I variable value will become as what? 2. Now condition checking. 2 is less than 9 or not? Yes. Now null statement execution. There is no valid instruction here. Okay, let it be. Now it will come to incremental section. First Anil 2 will be executing. Okay, because of I. Now I plus plus it is 3. 3 is less than 9. Now null statement execution. Later incremental section. So it will give Anil 3. So like that till 9 it will get execute. Until I value is what? 9 it will get execute. If it is 10 it will come out of the loop. Now observe. Now observe this part. If you do observe here, how our code is executing? From main method, first this what is that? Start starting scope. This is called as starting scope of main method, ending scope of main method. Observe, starting scope of main method, ending scope of main method. Okay, now observe. First, it is executing initialization section for only once. Okay, once it will execute. Later it is going for conditional checking. Observe here the flow how it is going, flow. Okay, 2. If it is true, then what? Body. If it is false, come out of the body. Yes or no? Yes. Later, after executing body, it will go for incremental or decremental section. Observe the flow, friends. Okay, what is that? A flow. Okay, later it will come for condition checking. Like that it is going. Now if I take here a SOP of I, what will be the I value? 10. Observe, from top to bottom, if you are having any predefined control statements, it is having some flow, right? Observe, it's having some flow. Okay, flow of execution. Who is executing this one? Of course, to compile this piece of code. How to compile? Think that it is a.java, a.java. Compile successfully. How to run? Java main method class name a. It is executing. If there is no flow, if there is no order, if there is no flow for execution, can you see this output? Anil 0, 1, 2, 3 and later 10. Can you see this output? No. Observe, there is one flow without knowing to us. Can you see that flow? No, you cannot see, but you can feel that one. You cannot see that thread. You cannot see that flow. But you can feel. Observe. A flow of execution or a lightweight process or a stream of flow of execution. This is a flow from top to bottom. The two from main method top to main method bottom, it is executing. There is a flow. This flow which is imaginary, which you cannot see. Can you see that? Can you see that flow name? No, but you are feeling the flow name. That is, we can feel the flow name. That is thread. That's it. That is what? Thread. Okay, we cannot see that thread. Can you see anywhere that thread? No, but we can feel that thread. Okay, by which thing we can see that thread? Because of these println statements, because of debug statements, we are able to see the output and we are able to feel thread is there because of that thread. Thread means, you should get one thing in your brain: flow of execution, order of execution. Getting order of execution. What is the order of execution here? From top to bottom. But here you are having one more flow, that is a stream of flow of execution. Okay, that is stream of flow of execution. This is what your thread. This is what your thread. Okay, observe here what we have discussed. Thread is a lightweight process. It is a flow of execution, that is, in which order it will flow at execution time, and a stream of flow of execution. Okay, now lightweight process means what? In order to execute this one, it has to load this code into RAM. It will load that code into RAM by occupying less memory. It will have very good execution speed. Threads will have what? This flow which is unknown to us, which is impossible to see, but you can feel that. Okay, we cannot see them, but we can feel them. Okay, through some debug statements, that is thread, guys. Okay, observe, even observe here. Okay, so they will occupy less memory, that will they will load the code by occupying less space, and they will have very good execution speed. Okay, execution speed will be very high. Okay, that is what thread. The main thing you have to put, thread means flow of execution. If someone is telling thread, think that it is a flow of execution. And what you have to put, one more thing, you can feel that thread through some debug statements. You cannot see that one. Okay, you cannot see that one, which is related to OS architecture. Okay, which is related to OS architecture. Here you are having one flow. Okay, what is flow? Flow of execution means what? Thread. Okay, thread means what? Once again, thread means flow of execution. Okay, flow of execution means thread, vice versa. Okay, I am speaking this one in vice versa. Okay, now here there is a flow, or here there is a thread. What is that thread? Main thread. Main thread will execute this code. Because of main thread, you are getting this output. Okay, observe here, observe here, observe here. Because of main thread, you are getting output. This is a thread. Okay, I will explain, I will compile and execute this piece of code. Later we go for multi-threading. Okay, we go and understand what is this multi-thread. Okay, we go and see what is multi-thread. So here what we have discussed, a thread is lightweight process, meaning it loads our code by occupying less memory. Unwanted memory occupation will not be there. Okay, and with respect to execution, its speed will be very good. That is the thread behavior, and it is a stream of flow of execution, or it is a flow of execution. To understand that one, I have written this code. I have taken one class and I have taken one main method. Within that I have taken a for loop with some debug statements to feel the thread. Why? We can fill the thread, we cannot see the thread. Okay, it's the flow of execution, you cannot see the flow. Okay, observe, technically this is the meaning for thread. Okay, if someone is talking about thread, means think that it's a flow of execution which we can feel, which you cannot see. Okay, now let me compile and execute this. Later I go for explaining multi-thread. Okay, just a minute to compile this piece of code. Observe. Okay, now observe here, let me take a class called A. Now take this one, public static void main. Okay, void main string aux. Okay, now take what here, for loop. Okay, int I equals to 1 second, 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. Observe here, observe here, I have taken I here, right? This one will give compile time error because this I is the local for loop. Okay, so to avoid that, let me take out this let me take out this statement. Okay, no issues. Otherwise, if you want to see the output, means no issues. Put int I equals to 0, SOP of what? I, no issues. You will get what? 10 as the answer. Okay, nothing wrong, everything is perfect. Okay, come. Now what is that? I is less than equals to 9. System dot out dot println of what? Anil plus I, comma I plus plus. Put one null statement. This is called as null statement. Okay, now let me take this int I equals to 0. Now observe here, system dot out dot println of what? I. Okay, now observe, let me compile and execute this one. Observe here, how to compile, friends. What is the source code name here? Test. test it is. Okay, now Java C test.java compiled successfully. Observe here, we are compiling this code through this command and we are executing through this one. Whenever I am executing, there is a flow, okay, which will get created by JVM. Okay, this flow will be creating by our JVM, or this flow or thread will be creating by our JVM. What is flow? It is order of execution, in which order it has to execute. Simple thing, from top to bottom. It has to get execute from top to bottom. Okay, and here you can have other multiple flows. Getting, that is why stream of flows. Okay, now observe. Let me execute this piece of code. Okay, what is that? Main method corresponding class name capital A. Okay, let me put Java space capital A. Yes, it is giving output as what? Anil 0 1 2 3 4 9 10. Okay, so who is giving this output? Who is giving this output? Who is giving this output to us? This thread itself giving this output. That's why you can feel the thread, you cannot see the thread, you cannot see that flow. Technically, please understand, it's their game, it's Java game, they are having their own rules. Okay, now you can feel the thread, you cannot see the thread. That too we can feel the thread through some debug statements or through output. Okay, through output we can feel the thread. Okay, this is what? Thread. Okay, now observe, let's go for understanding multi-thread. Okay, let's go for understanding multi-thread. Okay, observe, simple thing. Okay, observe, simple thing. If you are having more than one flow of execution, observe here, if you are having more than, okay, if you are, okay, if you are having more than one flow of execution, then it is what? Multi-threading. Why we have to go for multi-threading? Simple thing, I said to you one thing, multi-threading or thread concept to use in Java, you are having lots of methods, okay, which are having predefined implementations. Think that you are having methods called m1, okay, and you are having m2 method, you are having m3 method. Okay, now all these methods are having some predefined implementation. Now I have my application, I want to improve the execution speed. It is taking some 5 minutes, getting, I want to decrease to 2 minutes. For that I have to go for multi-thread. What is thread? Flow of execution. I will break this one into two parts. Think that from first line to 50th line, from 51st line to 100th line, that's it. Getting, this one will get executed by one flow, this one will get executed by other flow. Let it be as what? Thread 2, thread 1, that's it. Observe, multi-thread means simple. If you are having more than one flow in your application, that's very important, in a particular programming language, then it is called multi-threading. Let me give some programmer's definition. Okay, let me give some technical definition. Okay, observe, if you are executing independent part of same program or same code, okay, if you are executing, observe here, I am executing this part from first line to 50th line. Getting, if I am executing this this thing that it is what? Class A. Within this class A, I am having some 100 lines of code. Okay, observe. Now from first line to 50th line, it is independent code, and from 51st to 100th line, it is some other independent code. Okay, now observe. Here these two are independent codes. Okay, these two parts. Okay, independent parts of code. Okay, independent parts of code. If I execute these two independent codes by using two flows or two flows of execution, then this application is called as multi-threading application. That's it. This is called as multi-threading application. If I run this same piece of code by using single flow from top to bottom, it is consuming some 5 minutes. Execution speed is what? 5 minutes. I want to reduce that 5 minutes to 2 minutes. What I am going to do? I will divide this one into two parts. This is what going to get executed by thread 1, and this one will get executed by thread 2. Think that it has been started at 6 a.m. and this is also started at 6 a.m. Both are starting at a time. Getting? And it is giving output at 6 to a.m. Okay, 6 to a.m. This entire application is giving output to us at 6 to a.m. just 2 minutes of time. But whereas here by using single thread, our thread execution started at 6 a.m. It will give output to us at 6:05 a.m. Okay, 6:05 a.m. It's consuming 5 minutes. Here it is consuming just 2 minutes. 6 a.m. started, it ends at 6:02 a.m. This also started at 6 a.m. ends at 6:02 a.m. Here concurrently both of them are going concurrently, 2 minutes, 2 minutes. That's it. That is what multi-threading. Getting? Observe. Executing multiple or independent part of same code concurrently or simultaneously is called as multi-thread application or multi-threading. Okay, that is what multi-threading. Nothing great in multi-threading. You are not at all going to write any method logic. Getting? You will use the predefined methods according to your requirement to give the execution speed greater. Okay, greater. Okay, observe here what is multi-threading. Simple thing. If you are having more than one flow of execution, it is what? Multi-thread. Okay, now think that I'm having one code having 100 lines of code. If I execute this code by using single thread from top to bottom, if I start this one at 6 a.m., it ends its execution at 6:05 a.m., consuming 5 minutes of time. Okay, now I want to reduce this execution time to 2 minutes. How I can do? This is what? This code will get executed by a flow of execution. Flow of execution means what? Thread. Okay, now by intellect brain I am going to use two threads. I am going to maintain two flows at a time to give good performance, that is to give good execution speed, that is execution speed will be improved, taking less time for execution. Okay, to do that what I am doing here, I will divide my code into two parts by considering one thing. What is that? Independent code. This code is independent code and this code is independent code, meaning this 1 to 50 lines are having no dependent on this 51 to 100 line. They are not at all depending upon these lines of code, and these 51 to 100 lines of codes are not depending upon this first to 50 lines of code. So this is independent part of code. Okay, now observe what I am going to do with very good intellect. I will start this, I will make this part to execute by one flow. Observe here, a flow means a thread means also a flow of execution. So I will start this part by single thread at 6 a.m. and I will start even this independent part by thread 2 exactly at 6 a.m. This one will take 2 minutes. It will give output at 6 a.m. and even this thread will take just 2 minutes to give output. Observe here, both of them started at 6 a.m. concurrently running, giving the output as giving output to us at 6 a.m. consuming less period of time. So by using multi-threading, what's the advantage? We can improve the application execution speed. Okay, execution speed. One more thing, disadvantage is what? If we don't use that one properly, if we don't use the multi-threading concept properly, then there will be performance degradance. Application concept, if we don't use the multi-threading concept properly, then application performance will be degrading. It will take much time for execution time will be much. Okay, so you have to take care. It's your responsibility if you are using multi-threading.